The Four Winds is a historical fiction novel by Kristin that takes place during the Great Depression in the United States. The book follows the story of a woman named Elsa Martinelli, who lives with her family on a farm in Texas. Elsa is considered an outsider in her community because of her family's Italian heritage and her own independent spirit. The book begins in 1921, when Elsa is a young woman living on her family's farm. She longs for adventure and independence, but her strict father discourages her from pursuing her dreams. When Elsa meets a man named Rafe, who shares her love of books and ideas, she falls in love and marries him despite her father's disapproval. Over the years, Elsa and Rafe have two children, Loretta and Anthony, and struggle to make ends meet on their farm. When the Great Depression hits in the 1930s, the family's already difficult situation becomes much worse. The land is parched, the crops fail, and the family is unable to pay their debts. Elsa's husband Rafe abandons the family, leaving Elsa alone with her two children. Elsa's father refuses to help her, telling her that she should never have married Rafe. Elsa's only choice is to leave Texas and travel to California in search of work and a better life. Along the way, Elsa faces numerous challenges, including hunger, poverty, and discrimination. She and her children travel in a dilapidated car with all their belongings, and Elsa worries about their safety and their future. When they reach California, they discover that it is not the land of plenty they had hoped for. Instead, they find themselves living in a migrant camp, where they face terrible living conditions and difficult work in the fields. Despite the hardships, Elsa finds strength in her love for her children and her determination to provide for them. She takes on backbreaking work in the fields, picking crops alongside other migrants. Elsa also finds allies in her fellow workers, many of whom have faced similar struggles. She befriends a woman named Marta, who teaches her about labor organizing and the fight for workers' rights. As the years pass, Elsa becomes increasingly involved in labor movements and fights for the rights of migrant workers. She also finds love with a man named Jack, who shares her passion for justice and equality. Jack and Elsa become deeply committed to each other, and Jack becomes a father figure to Elsa's children. But as Elsa becomes more involved in labor organizing, she also becomes the target of violence and intimidation. The book builds to a dramatic climax, as Elsa and her family must fight for their survival and their dignity in the face of powerful forces that seek to crush their dreams. The Four Winds is a story of resilience, courage, and the power of family and community. It is a poignant and timely reminder of the struggles that people have faced in the past and continue to face today, and it is a tribute to the resilience of the human spirit.